And we are live. Hello, Timesians from all over the world, from across the globe, from different regions and time zones. So as you can see, the Dubai sun is about to set, and we are here for another live lecture with TMEC, the Marwell English Center. I am not sure if I will be doing this on a daily basis, but depending on the circumstances, if that would allow me, then I will be doing it. And in today's topic, we'll be talking about High City. We'll be talking about Filipinism. The problem with Filipinism is if nobody will tell you that this is a Filipinism, then you might be using this. But before we proceed, of course, we'll go to our thought of the day, the TOD. I have here, believe in yourself, you can be anything you want to be. You know, in CNN or any other media outfit, they have their background like this. And I'm thinking, I'm dreaming, you know, like those who are doing this. And who knows? I believe I can do it. So I'll be anybody. You can be anything you want to be. It's a very positive vibe or a very positive injunction to yourself. Because if you don't believe yourself, who else will not believe in you? Who else will believe in you, rather? If you doubt yourself, then expect that others will doubt you even more. So that is something to ponder upon. And I guess we're ready with the lesson. So what is this Filipinism that I chose to discuss about in this lecture? So either we will use it or refuse it. That is the proposition. And I hope this is going to be an interactive discussion. We have the comment section. You guys can comment whatever you want to say, what is in your mind regarding this topic. So Filipinism, let me read this, refers to the incorrect application of English words that has been widely accepted among Filipinos. This one on another resource material, their definition is, I like this one. Filipinism refers to words that are loosely translated from Tagalog. This is the product of transliteration. Transliteration is it's different from translation, because translation is there's already an appropriate language or equivalent. But if you do the transliteration, there's no equivalent word or language for the coming from another, am I making sense? From another language. Anyway, let's not talk about it, but in Filipinism, transliteration is one factor, okay? So if you're speaking English and you don't know if this is correct or not, then it is good time for you to tune in to this discussion. Yes, it's CNN. Okay, how's Kylie and Ivan? I hope they're watching. All right, there are a few examples I have here, and the problem when I read the discussions done by some communications trainers. They're saying that, you know, language is an evolving element. For example, last time, in the previous years, hungry is not an accepted word. But just recently, in the Oxford Dictionary, it was added. He is angry because he is hungry. Now they made it hangry. H-A-N-G-R-Y. Hi, Kylie. So this is why they say, why focus so much on unaccepted words in English when in fact in the future it may be accepted because of wide usage. But the problem is, if you are to communicate with a native speaker or from another, not necessarily native speaker, but for example, you're using the lingua franca, how will they understand if you will make use of the Filipinism? So, language, I read someone, he said, to be clearly understood in a global level, language neutrality is paramount. So paramount is important. So it is important that you adhere to the international standard. In the Philippines, of course, we can use this. So now, what are these Filipinism examples? I keep on saying Filipinism, and some are curious about this. So, number one, for example, okay, salvage. In the Philippines, if you say, please salvage the man, the dying man, for example, salvage the dying man on the street. So a Filipino who does not have a good vocabulary, then he might kill this dying man all the more. So salvage in the English dictionary is to save, but in the Philippines it has a different meaning. I read the reason, the history about this, and they're saying it's like a martial law thing. There was a mistake. It's supposedly savaged, but there was a spelling mistake, and then on it was passed from generation to generation, and the people accepted this as a different word. Okay, number two, Xerox. Can you Xerox my passport, please? I need a copy. So we are using this as a verb, but this is a brand of a photocopy machine or a device. So just say photocopy. Please photocopy my passport. Third one, traffic. In Philippines, if you're Filipino, the mentality is, if you say traffic, it is the jam. But in reality, traffic is the flow of, for example, the vehicle. Data traffic in communication, data communication. Data traffic means the flow of data from a source to a receiver. So if you are in EDSA and you're stuck in a traffic, don't call your boss, sir, I'm sorry I'm late, it's traffic. What about? So if you want to say that you are in a traffic jam, then you say traffic jam. I'm stuck in a traffic jam. Don't say I'm stuck in traffic, or it's traffic. It's very traffic, all the more it's a mistake. Okay, what else? Pass by my office before you go. Well, this one, it seems correct, you know. Now this, I'm trying to associate this with, in logic, there is something that we call fallacy. Fallacy is a type of reasoning, kind of reasoning that you think is correct, but technically wrong. So this Filipinism, because the word has been widely used in a certain country, in the Philippines particularly, then you are thinking that these are correct ones. And some may rebut. They would say that why bother talk about Filipinism? But we are trying to upgrade our capacity, our credibility. How can you communicate internationally if you make use of the wrong words? I didn't take IELTS. I tried to teach IELTS preparation class. And if you reside, okay, if you consider using all this Filipinism, these words, then you will easily, okay, you will easily flunk the exams. Okay, bottomless. We would like to order a bottomless iced tea. So when you order from a Philippine restaurant with a Filipino, hi Eugene, to Hannah, happy birthday Hannah Lorraine. Okay, so if you will order a bottomless in the Philippines, bottomless iced tea, yes, it's coming. I'm happy to place the order for you. If you are here, because this is my location. So if you are in Dubai and order from an international restaurant, can you please give us a bottomless iced tea? And you will be served by an African or by a British guy. Then, excuse me, what is bottomless iced tea? I realize I'm not in the Philippines. I would like to I would like to order a refillable iced tea. And that's what you mean. Okay, so life is easier. Okay, next. Sewerage. This one is, in fact, about water system, like underground drainage system. But Filipinos tend to use this in place of tailor, because a tailor sews clothes. So they will say, the sewer did a good job with this, on this pink dress, for example. But that is wrong. Okay, ref. The food is in the ref. Just reheat it. Reheat also is a problem. This is the correct one, and sometimes we say recook. Once a food is cooked, you cannot recook it. You can only reheat it. So that's one more example of Filipinism. Last year, last year it was easier. Life was easier, or we enjoyed the party in the desert last year. So you're trying to say that you enjoyed the desert party in the desert 2 years ago. Why not just say 2 years ago? Because there is a Tagalog or Filipino rule that if you repeat the word, then it will make the meaning double. And same in next week. We'll do a potluck dinner next week. So you're trying to say the week after next. So if you speak to someone here and then say next week, then you need to explain more. Okay, what else? Carnapper. Carnapper is associated with kidnapper. Somebody, there's a carnapper who took my car. What is carnapper? Everyone in the Philippines knows this. But in America or in another country, they may or they may not understand. Because what they know is a car thief, not carnapper. Excuse me. What else? Go down. Go down the taxi. We are here. But that's not appropriate. Get off. Get off the car. Go down? No. You go down to the level, yes, you can do that. But you cannot go down from the car. And tuck out. Tuck out. Because there's tuck in, there's also tuck out. But there's nothing in the American or British dictionary or in British or American English such a word. So if you want to say tuck out, if that's what you mean, then you have to make use of untuck. Untuck your shirt. It doesn't look good with, it doesn't look good with on a tucked in tucked in. Does it say it doesn't look good in tucked in? No. That's wrong. It sounds strange. It doesn't look tucked in. It doesn't look good tucked in. Okay. Wow. See the sunset? No, I don't think you can see it. That is this one. This is the Twin Tower in Dubai. The Kuala Lumpur Tower. Okay. Do we have some more? Fill up this form and submit it tomorrow. And the glass needs to be cleaned up. It's been a while. They could, I don't know what happened to the house, to the maintenance. Okay, fill up this form and submit it tomorrow, and you can start your job. Fill up is, can you give me, or can you fill up this mug? That means you have to pour in something to fill in. To fill up. Sorry, it's not fill in. So, the correct term should be fill out or fill in. Fill out the form, submit tomorrow, and report for your job. Okay, fall in line. Children, fall in line. The teachers will tell this. And of course, the students or the children hearing this stays here. And when they become a teacher also, or when they go somewhere, fall in line. Why not just say line up? Get into line or make a line. Because this, either British or American, is not accepted. CR, comfort room. Where are you going? I want to go to the CR, please. Where? What is CR? But in UAE, there's also UAEism, if there's such a word. They call it WC. When I came here, somebody asked me, where's the WC? I don't know. What is WC? Welcome? Or what do you mean? So this is the same thing. So CR, comfort room. We say powder room, restroom, shower room, bathroom, or toilet, simply. I don't know why it's powder room. Maybe that's for the ladies, you know. But for Filipinos, we say comfort room. So in the Philippines, it's not wrong to say. I'm telling, it's not wrong to say CR, comfort room, if you are in the Philippines. Everybody can understand you. They will for sure understand you. And what else? Come again. Please take your seat. Come again? What? If somebody has a naughty mind, then say, what? I don't do that. You're vulgar or something. They will think like this way. So when you want to tell someone to, if you didn't, then you did not hear what they said, then you can just say, I'm sorry. Can you repeat it? Can you repeat that? Don't say come again. So obviously I didn't organize the materials because I read them while doing my job, and I had a stressful day today, not to mention. So I didn't have the time to outline and present it in a very smooth manner. Anyway, we understand each other, of course. All right, tack out, come again, Xerox, Carnapper. We accept repairs. There are many stalls in the mall, down the street. They say we accept repairs. What does it mean? This is a vague word since repair means the act of fixing something. So when you say, I know someone who accepts repair or accepts repairs, the correct way to tell this is, I know someone who repairs cars and motorbikes. For us, it sounds correct. What are you saying? We accept repairs? It's a very clear English. Accept repairs for what? So just say, someone repairs, or we repair rather. You just put it on this screen, or if you have this, I forgot what they call this board. We repair mobiles. We repair mobile phones, laptops, like this. You don't need to say we accept repairs. Okay. From one material, I got 10 Filipinism. This is an IELTS material. They're trying to promote their review center, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to promote TMEC, the Marvel English Center, a YouTube channel, soon to be a tangible English center. Believe in yourself, you can be anything you want to be. And I changed my designation. I can always make self, how do you call it? How shall I say it? Self-proclamation, self-proclaimed engineer. I remember I used to be an ADSL engineer when I was in Manila. And why not, make a twist? So once an ADSL engineer, now why not make it ESL engineer? So they sound similar, from technical, from data communication to actual English communication. So I believe not the mechanism. You don't need to say mechanism. The idea or the method must be the same. Because if in English, the medium or the media of communication are this internet, telephone. In communication skills, we have language as a means to communicate. So if you engineer the language, as long as you know what the clients, which are the students, need, then you can easily and effectively and efficiently do the engineering job. Okay. What else? Currently, these are mostly redundancy, not really Filipinism, but any other country or any culture tend to commit these mistakes also. Currently, I live there right now. So currently is a state of time, is a time saying that it's now. So currently, I live there, or just remove currently and then just say I live there right now. But if you can avoid this, okay, just do so. There's one more. I talked to her already. Already is an adverb that I searched it. Already. I didn't write it. It is an adverb that states something has been done before the event or something. Did you just like write your name on one sheet on the paper? Write your name on the paper and then you will say I already did. So even prior to them asking you to write your name, you already did. But in Philippines, we have this na, naisulat ko na. Pagod na ako. I'm tired already. But what does it mean? Tired already. So even before someone will ask you, I'm tired. I'm already tired. Anyway, it says here, I talked to her already. The comment of this institution, they said it's a misplaced adverb. That is the mistake. Used as filler. Okay, misplaced adverb used as a filler and talked sounds too informal. I talked to her already. So their suggestion is, I already spoke with her. I have already spoken to her. So no, they didn't talk. They didn't deal with it technically. Because my approach is to define the function and the form of already, which is an adverb. They just said it's not too formal. Anyway, I'm not here to disagree. But supposedly this is going to be a debate. This is why the title of this lecture is Use or Refuse. Because if there are many intellectuals who may want to comment, they would say, yeah, the evolution, this is what I read from their discussions. Language is an evolving medium. Just like the seldomly, I want to expound this. I made a comment on this in one of the recorded videos on the parts of speech, for the parts of speech lesson. And seldom is an adverb of frequency. How often do you do the lecture? I do it seldom. And Others, because this is already an adverb, others would like to re-adverbize it by saying seldomly. But according to further readings, they say that seldomly used to be a correct adverb in the 18th century. So it has become an archaic word. So they say if you use seldomly, you do not really commit a grammar mistake. But in British curriculum, in British English, they claim that this is already a mistake. So if a language evolves, either what is true today may no longer be true tomorrow, or what was true before is no longer true to this time. Okay, why did we go to that point? Because of already. Okay, traffic. My brother is taking up law. This one, when I was in the university, I said I'm taking up Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. But one resource material, it says here, use of up is too casual. So the suggestion is just say my brother is taking law. My brother is studying law. Okay? So they say this is Filipinism, so just avoid it if you want to adhere to a higher standard of English. There's one more. Open. This one is very common. Can you open the light, please? It's getting dark here. Or can you close the light? Well, what about if we directly translate? Then we can say, can you kill the light? I often tell this, as to crack a joke. Kill the radio or kill the television. How will I kill the TV? So, open, close, either appliance, equipment, or light. This is completely wrong. I know nobody uses this much, but in case you're in rush and you translate what's in the mind, patayin ang ilaw, kill the light. Patayin ang TV, kill the television. Okay, so you have to use turn off or put off. Put off the light, turn off the light, turn the light on, turn the light off. Okay. This it's for free. Thank you, Sir Lee. This for free. Okay, it's for free. They say just say it's free or it's free of charge. But there was one guy who rebutted and he said, it's for free is correct. We use this. He said he's a native. So for me, it's better to just say it's free because I save a word. I will only use two words rather than three. I save my saliva, my effort, and it's more correct. It is more professional and it's on a higher level of English. I cannot remember what number are we in. Where are you studying? Saan ka nag-aaral? I'm violating my own rule of EOP, English only policy. But circumstances would permit me to do so because we are doing a transliteration or translation topic. Okay, where are you studying? The word of choice. Studying is too casual. This material is, they're not too technical. They are more on casual and professional. Okay. And they suggest, where do you go to school, or what school do you go to? So students, or not only students, anybody else, don't ask someone, where are you studying from now on? If you want to upgrade your English skills, just say, where do you go to school? What school do you go to? Okay? Any questions? Any additional, any supplement? This one, it is sparked a in what order? I think this was a question. Pangilan ka sa inyong magkakapatid? I read through the comments in, there's a Facebook post, and it's so funny. There are many ways they answer this question. They translate, pangilan ka sa inyong magkakapatid? They would say, in what order are you? Or they say, from A to C. From A to C. Where are you from? You know, language, being linguistic. I'm not linguistic, but I'm trying to believe in yourself. You can be anything you want to be. This is our thought of the day. Okay, I'm not linguistic. I love those who are really highly intellectual in English. I mean, in language. Every language has its own idiosyncrasy, just like any person. Persons, human beings, individuals, they have their own idiosyncrasy. They have their own uniqueness. Sometimes it is difficult to translate. And that's the beauty of one language. This is why I believe language is not, there is no language that is dominant over the other, because they have their own style, they have their own structure, syntax. Because if we rely on the apps that will translate words, then we end up like robots, because they do it in a verbatim manner. They do it word per word. They do not analyze the syntax. They do not analyze, they do not consider the form, the structure, and the meaning. So often when I read a translation in Facebook, someone posts it in Tagalog, Filipino, and when the Google will translate, or when the system will translate, the meaning has entirely changed. So if you say that I don't need to learn English better, because there are available apps that can help me, then that may not give the correct translation, and that will lead to something else. It can be a disaster, or something unpleasant. All right. Anybody else who wants to add? The lady in front. If I am doing an actual class, the lady in front, can you, what's the name? Can you give me another example of Filipinism? Is there anything that you can add? This one. These are very common, but maybe it's not even interesting. Could you repeat that again, please? Redundancy. Redundancy is common also to other languages. That's why I tried to choose carefully those words that are really Filipinism. This is loosely translated. Hold your line. Hold for a while. So if somebody is, hello, can you hold for a while? Just say, would you mind if I put you on hold for a second? At least you're giving, I'm doing this call. I remember this during the call center days. Call procedure. Would you mind if I put you on hold for a second? Or just say, simply say please hold. Please hold. Thank you for that. I hear my colleague always, or some friends, they say, thank you for that. Thank you for this one. Sounds confusing and impolite. Thank you for the information. Or just say thank you. I think this is common to Filipinos. Just say thank you. Don't say thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for this. Thank you for this is okay if you're holding something. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. No, just say thank you. Or thank you for that information. Thank you for that advice. Okay. Here, another one. As per Paul, all request forms should be signed by him. We use this also in business communication. Yeah, as per the CEO. But they say this is an incomplete sentence. So we have to say, as per the CEO's instruction, all forms should be signed by her or by him. Sounds new. See? I told you, I am the prime learner of this channel. Because I read materials and I want to share. That means I need to learn first to relay it to others. Because you cannot possibly give what you do not have. So if I were to give this notebook to someone, I must have this notebook. Otherwise, I'll be giving an imaginary notebook to somebody else. If this pen I will have to give to someone, I have to have it physically and literally. So, every time I prepare a lesson, that means I have to digest, I have to absorb in order to effectively deliver. It's very simple. In doing ESL teaching, you have all the materials. If there is a student, they will give you. Of course, it's the admin's job to administer the examination, the entrance or the diagnostic test for the student. And when the results are available, then they will interpret what level of student that one is. He's a beginner based on this TOEFL or the TOEIC exams. No, he can barely, understand the. So he's a beginner, or this one is advanced, or something like this. Okay, so we the teachers will be assigned a student with the particular subject, and if you're the teacher and you're going to handle this topic, then you just go to the library. Actually, the head teacher will give you everything, the handout, the book, and all this ebook, whatever. So, what is there that you have to do? What is your function as a teacher? Then, yours is to deliver the topic, which is what I'm doing now. And I find it I find it easier. I don't need to say I find it more easier. I find it more convenient to just do this online thing. I just The only thing is, if I commit a mistake, well, I can always do the corrigendum or erratum on the following day, or do a comment on the live once it's uploaded. Because if I do the shooting, this recorded video, it takes a while. I keep on repeating and doing a perfect until I get tired. I get sick and tired of it. Then just pass it, let it pass and upload it like that. And if there's the error, just either tolerate or ignore it, All right, 45 minutes, and I hope you guys learned something. I'm not using any visuals. I'm using my mobile. Soon, I want to try using StreamYard or some other applications so that I can, put some visuals. For example, if I say Filipinism, then I can flash on the screen. But anyway, we are just starting. We are a neophyte in vlogging. I hesitate to call it vlogging because this is not actually a real vlogging thing. But I'm just trying to, we can just say sharing. We share what we have. Okay? No. I think everything is covered. I just need your questions. So the question is, use or refuse? You go for use. It's up to you. If you're stubborn and you say, no, this is just too much, you can claim, Why bother? They can understand. Yes, if. Yes, and yes, and yes, if your intention is to just stay there. The Philippines, okay? You will not, only those who are grammarians will bother to call your attention. Can you please avoid using such words? Even if they understand this. So the only thing, my purpose of bringing this topic into this lecture is for you to upgrade so that when you go out, okay, when I say go out, okay, when you meet with people who speak straight English, then you will not encounter any problem. All right? I need more time. No, I need 3 more minutes. I'm doing something. I'm doing some experiments. Every day I do experiments. Secrets. Secret experiments. I'm trying to test how stuff works. Okay, I will read this. This one is from the IELTS Center. Overall, Filipinism must be avoided during the IELTS exam as it may greatly affect your evaluation and band score. It will for sure affect your evaluation. Because if, of course, all IELTS examination, those who will administer this or who will be doing the interpretation or getting the results, they are native speakers. So if you insist of saying something, for example, in the speaking part, for example, the topic is, what is your favorite menu? And then you say, when I go to a restaurant, I ordered this and I love to order bottomless iced tea or bottomless cola. Then you are dinged in that Filipinism word. Okay? Okay. To help you prevent misusing words in your answers, take time to know more about the commonly used Filipinisms. This is why. This is why I'm telling you, if you don't, if nobody will bring to your attention that these are wrong, if nobody will tap your shoulder and say, excuse me, that's wrong, then you keep on using and just, the law of use and disuse. If you have been used to it, then you will even be stubborn and you will even fight over this, say, why bother? I've been using this word all my life, and then you're saying that this is wrong. So it's up to you. This is why either you use or refuse it. It's your call. It's your choice after all. Compare this to how the American and British English use them. And here, consider enrolling in IELTS. No, what I suggest is consider tuning in to the TMEC live lecture and interact, because interaction is a key to an effective learning. Because if the instructor, okay, the engineer, okay, I always claim myself the engineer, okay. If the engineer just keeps talking and talking, he does the talking, and of course you don't listen, then there's no learning. There's no engineering happening. How can you engineer someone or something that is not cooperating, that is not submitting itself to the process? So what you give is what you get. If you give your trust, if you give your understanding, then you get the results of the goal of the learning that has been prepared. Am I right? And finally, the sun has set. So, shall we end up or shall we add some more? Let me dig into this material one more time. Maybe I left out on something. Free subscription off. They said, okay, here, number 1. I don't know, it's the first example, but I left it out. It doesn't sound like it's interesting though. Free subscription off. What does it say? Free subscription of load or Wi-Fi. And their comment is, why is it wrong? Preposition use. Yesterday we just discussed preposition. So they say it is better to use free subscription to. No, this is more of a proper usage. It's not Filipinism. I'm sorry. I do not tend really to. I don't tend to really argue, because these people had years of experience in doing this stuff, while me, I'm an on and off ESL teacher. Okay, if outside the YouTube world, if outside my channel, I am an ESL teacher, but in YouTube, I am an ESL engineer. Okay, self-claimed ESL engineer. English as a second language. So from ADSL, what is ADSL? Asynchronous digital subscribers line. Before the advent of fiber optics, we used to have this DSL. And I used to be a DSL engineer, no, ADSL engineer. So I test a line. We call that DSLAM. This is the source or the server, DSLAM. And if there's a problem with the line, with the copper, with the coil, whatever, then we send out technicians to do this, and we coordinate with them. and test the line and make sure everything is working to the customer's end. So this is how an ESL engineer works. So if somebody is using Filipinism, then already, see, already I am discussing this so that even before you will commit the same error, then you will be preempted because you were already informed of the mistake because you're stupid. Sorry for the word, but if someone repeatedly commits a mistake, even after it has been called out, if it has been, informed, then that is outright. It's outright, an adjective, outright stupidity. Okay. So again, I'm not an authority. Okay, I'm not a grammarian because, to be honest, I'm struggling as well. But learning by teaching is the way to go. And anybody who wants to contribute, who wants to give a comment for the improvement of how things are done with TMEC, then I'll be glad to be in a meeting. We go straight to a meeting and do the discussion, and of course we welcome constructive criticisms. This is how things get better. Because if you just focus on one thing, on your methods, and you believe that this is effective and this is efficient, and you don't consider others' approach or recommendations, then you will never grow. All right. Two and a half minutes and we can go. All right. Dine in, take home. Yeah, but I'm also confused with this. I've never been in America or in the UK. So can you say, if you say dine in, will they understand this? Will someone help me? Because this material says dine in, take home is a Filipinism. Is this not a universal word? Koreans also say dine in. But their suggestion is for here. If you will eat there, just say, yeah, for here. If you will take it away, here we say take away, but this is to go. Yeah, this to go, I know. To go. This one, I felt kind of tired. If you do the accent, I felt kinda tired. But do Filipinos use this? I felt kind of tired. This is kind of like a colloquial term by the natives. And they suggest that I felt rather tired. I don't think Filipinos use this. Okay? So I hope something was left. Is that correct? I hope something was added to your English skills with this Filipinism topic. I may condense this and make use of visuals and record and perhaps upload 5 to 7 minutes video on Filipinism. I will choose the most used and the most terrible. so that it's going to be handy, because nobody is going to watch again this 1 hour video with I may also crop this video and condense, but I don't think it's going to be a lively lively video, because I'm just doing the normal conversational talk. Okay, I'm not sure if Kylie is still tuned in or she's probably sleeping. It's 11:34 in the Philippines, 11:32. And for the people in the United Arab Emirates, we just finished job, we just finished our work, so we go home safe and sound, prepare our meal, prepare our dinner, and get some rest. And I'm not sure, I may or may not have another video lecture or live lecture tomorrow. If anyone who wants to suggest a topic that we can talk about, then that will make my life easier. I don't need to think of something to discuss. Everything is experiential. If I hear something, if there's something that bothers me in English, I read it and I come up with an outline for a topic, and I do it. I deliver. So if there's anyone who can suggest, thank you, Lee. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up, and we are done. All right, so that's it. I have 5 pages. You may not know, but I have my official notebook for this vlog, for this tutorial, and whatever materials I have prepared, I've used in the previous discussions, I keep them here for future reference, and perhaps I may create an outline or a syllabus out of this and make a book. Believe in yourself, said Martin McGuinness. Believe in yourself, you can be anything you want to be. And that's it for tonight. So again, thank you for the 21,000 viewers who stayed with me, and I hope you guys learned something from me tonight. And I want to get your feedback and recommendations and suggestions and comments and anything under the sun. The sun is gone. All right, have a good day. And again, this is Marvel, your ESL engineer. Bye.